Let's see. Can we pass the account in one trade? Let's see. Challenge is officially. Hold on. It's doing this stalling stuff. Come on, take that high out, and then let's roll, bro. And we're done. GG's, y'all. GG's. We just need to take that top off. Take the top off, bro. $12. And there we go. There we go. Challenge is complete. 100K challenge is passed. Let's go. What's good, everybody? It's Jordan Trades back with another video, and look, guys, we have done it. We have passed the profit trade 100K challenge. This was before they made the updates, so this account will be respected how it usually was. So it was literally spent $20 on this account to basically get a 100K account. So it's a dub. I've seen them give payouts before, so I got faith in it. Got faith in this account. I am going to go over the trade breakdown, basically how we got this play. It was most definitely a heavy lot size kind of day. I just knew NQ was going to the moon, especially with everything going on this week. It just made the most sense. So I'm going to go over this trade breakdown, the two trades that I took to make me pass the account today. My goal was to pass it in one trade, but closed out a little bit early, and then my next trade I just upped the contracts, and it was so easy. So let's go ahead and go over the trade breakdown right quick. This was a little bit, let me just use NQ. All right, I think NQ might be better. So now MNQ looks a lot better. Okay, right. So going into New York session, right? Like I always say, what does London do, and what has Asia done, right? And I look at these things to kind of find basically a bias or what I'm thinking is going on with price. Usually, I would trade daily profiles, but right now, because we are at all-time highs, my daily profile kind of setting kind of voided out, just because I'm not expecting price to manipulate lower. I'm expecting New York 930. We're going to get that bull run. That was just kind of my mental bias. Like I said, with trading, you also want to have logic in what you're trading, understanding what's going on in the economic world and everything like that. Especially with us having elections. So right. So during the London session, we actually were right here, basically double topping the what's the word I'm looking for? Double topping the high, basically our highest the NQ has ever been. So we were basically at this double top around London session, right? At the end of the day, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we've been on a bull run. If you really even look at this, you can kind of see that we were reaching for external liquidity. So your bias was already bullish. So me going into New York, that was kind of my logic. Okay, I think we're going to take out all-time highs. We were pretty much here the day before that, Wednesday, and Thursday we got an open low high close. So basically that was my logic going in, knowing that I was looking for buy setups. Wasn't really maintaining the daily profile setting, but I just knew I was looking for buy setups, and I knew that 930 driver was going to give us that. So saw that we had on the 5-minute or the 15-minute, we had this change of state delivery right here. So that was a good thing to see. Also, you can kind of tell that we actually broke out from this little consolidation area. And this was a true breakout because we got us a break, retest, and then a follow through. That's just regular market structure, just from seeing that. So at 9:30, right, I'm gonna just kind of go over the model that I saw. At 9:30, before 9:30, we seen this little bullish run that it did, or bearish run we did. Basically, souping this low right here. So we got a nice turtle soup here. Now, I 100%. The more I see it, the more I'm willing to take it. At first, I was like, "There's no way that we were going to get us a daily profile of a 930 Judas, a high, low, higher, high, lower, low." But you see how it respected it. We turtle souped it, and then we pushed higher, creating this change of state delivery right here. Right. Once I seen this change of state delivery, I didn't enter at 9:30 once we changed the state of delivery, right? I waited till 9:31 once we got a tap back into it. Because not only did we get a tap back in, create a change of state delivery, we also got another sense of confluence in an inversion fair value gap. Right? Your IFVGs, inversion fair value gap. So those are two confluences that I used to make me believe that we were going to be on that bull run and attack those NQ highs. So once I seen that we tapped back in and we tapped in the fair value gap, I waited for to see how it reacted. Entered here, stop loss underneath the inversion fair value gap, and we went and we took the highs out, right? So I think I closed around 30 points. So this was my very first trade, which we hit for 1300 first. We hit for 1300 on this trade. I exited out. I was like, okay, I could have held this a little bit longer, and I think that we're still going to be on a bull run. So I went to the 5-minute time frame, right? Once I went to the 5-minute time frame, stuff became more clear. This is why it's so important to really pay attention to all time frames and make sure you are like looking within, because the first thing I looked and I noticed was this fair value gap that was right here, right? Boom. Once we seen this fair value gap, I wanted this to close. I didn't want it to close in between, because then I would have kind of questioned it. But then, since we had this fair value gap, I felt a lot more comfortable with this setup that I thought about. So I seen this. I went back to the 1-minute time frame. We seen how price came back, respected the consequent encroachment. The minute that we respected that, that let me know that this run was going to be solid. So once we broke out a little bit out of it, I went ahead and entered here. Stop loss underneath this specific wick here, because that's where the it would have voided out that fair value gap. And I looked to take basically the high of this, right? So it was a 1.4 risk to reward. I held it a little bit longer. I think I held it like right here, 150. Because I entered in this first contract, I had 20 micros on. We got our 1300. This contract here, I had on 30 micros. So it was a bigger risk, but I was more comfortable. Once we seen kind of that bull run, and then we seen this like reaction wick off of it tapping in one more time, I moved my stop loss back here, and I only risked 500 on the trade after everything was said and done. So at first it was around 900, and then after we got this wick, move stop loss down to 500 and let that trade play out. And overall, W setup. It was a W trade today. Like I said, if you would have held it, like I said, this bull run is still going. This bull run is still going. If you would have held from your original trade, that original trade would have seen 128 points. That is crazy. But originally, I would have liked to have held. And this is one thing I'm trying to get better at, is not taking out too early. I'm noticing that in a lot of my trades is I take out a lot earlier than what I need to. Let me save this, because I'm gonna need this for later on. But I take out my trades a lot earlier than what's expected, and not really giving it a chance to give the full play. The same thing happened with me during Asia. Like, where is it at? This move right here, I could have caught this whole move yesterday, and I closed out the trade a little bit too early. Even that trade. So One thing I'm noticing with doing this challenge or with this 100K challenge is I like 100K challenges. I think I just have to be better with giving it a chance to breathe, not moving my stop loss into profit too early. Because that what happens a lot of times. I would have been done with this probably like 2 days ago if I would have gave my trades a chance to breathe. So that's one thing I'm taking into consideration. I'm done trading for the week. We passed the 100K challenge. We're gonna probably pick up another couple of accounts, just because I like profit trade. I finally got used to the trading platform. At first, I didn't like it, but now I'm kind of comfortable with it. Going to take some top step challenges for sure. Um, and that's kind of the gist of it, bro. Like I said, these were my two setups today, my two winning trades today, and they both were hit. So I'm grateful. I gotta take a screenshot of this and put it in my notes. But overall, these hit. If you guys have any questions on these kind of setups, and especially with today after this election, this bull run just made the most sense. Shout out Donald Trump, I guess, but a win is a win, and I'm taking it. And hopefully, we will trade these personal accounts sometime next week. I'm only trading A+ on those. I think I'm not gonna try to trade every day. I'm trying to keep those accounts as long as possible. But otherwise, other than that, man, I think that's it for the video. Overall, both are good, solid trades. If you would have missed this trade and taken this trade, it's still valid because if you would have held, hold on, if you would have held, you're looking at almost 100 points, 90 points. So it's okay to miss that very first trade as long as you have enough reasoning to re-enter for a continuation play, right? And then let me put the macro in. Because one thing I do like, I will tell you guys, is a lot of my most winning trades always come inside this macro time. 9:30 is different. 9:30 is its own being. But when it comes to macros, bro, you see some of the best setups within that macro time. That 5-minute fair value gap, we've seen how right at the macro we respecting respecting that 50%. You could have played right inside that, and got that W trade. So it is what it is, man. I'm happy. I'm about to chill out for the rest of the day. I will see you guys in the next video. We might take another challenge, so I don't know if I'm gonna finish the series off. I think we might continue it on, and then put when we get a payout or whatever. So otherwise, this is W, man, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.